and welcome back to Cayton Recess. My name is Marissa and I'm going to do some more arts and crafts with you today. This week we're talking about family. What your family might look like, what your favorite thing to do with your family is, what your favorite meal your family makes is. So I figured a great craft for today would be to make a family tree. A family tree is kind of like a picture story of who is in your family. So for my family tree, I'm going to stick with the family that I grew up with, because otherwise it'll get real big real fast, which is pretty cool, but not great for a small piece of paper. So for making your family tree, the materials you're going to need are a piece of construction paper, or one big piece of construction paper, and then a construction paper that's a different color, and can be small pieces, can be one that's a little bit cut up like this one, just something that's a different color than your main piece. You're also going to need something to draw with. I'm going to use markers. You might want to use crayons or colored pencils or a pen. Whatever you happen to have is totally fine. I'm also going to use glue. Feel free to use glue or tape, or just draw straight on your piece of paper and don't worry about gluing anything. So, to start our family tree, we're going to start with, you guessed it, a tree. So for me, when I draw trees, I like to trace my hand, because that's a little bit easier. So my wrist, my hand will become the trunk, and my fingers will become the branches. So, that looks good, kind of in the middle of my paper. So I want there to be enough room on top of my tree. So I'm actually going to bring it down just a little bit. Okay, and now I'm just going to trace my hand with my marker. I'm using brown because I want my tree trunk to be brown, but feel free to make your tree trunk any color you want. This is your family tree, and it can look however you want it to look. Okay, great. And now I'm just going to go ahead and color my tree trunk in. Oops. It doesn't need to be perfect. So now I'm thinking about who I'm going to put on my family tree. Like I mentioned before, I have a really big family, so I don't know if they'll all fit on this one piece of paper. But I am going to put the people I grew up with, which are me, my younger brother, my mom, and my dad. If you wanted to make your family tree bigger, you can ask your parents about their brothers and sisters and put them on your family tree. Those are your aunts and uncles. You can put on your parents' parents. Those are your grandparents. You could even put on your grandparents' grandparents if you wanted to keep going. Okay, but I have my tree, and I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to draw some more leaves on it. Leaves. Okay, I think this is a nice big green tree. Okay, so I have my tree. Now it's time to add my family. So I'm going to put this aside for just a moment. Actually, I'm going to keep it right here. And then I'm going to make some leaves. So I've already cut a couple of leaves with some scissors. You can also tear them. So when I'm cutting the leaf, I want to use this paper, and I'm going to kind of cut one semicircle and another semicircle, and there we go. We got a leaf. And if I were going to tear it, so I don't need any scissors, I would do the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and tear a semicircle, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Because leaves look all different shapes and sizes. They don't all look the same. So it's totally okay to do some leaves torn, some leaves cut. It's a cool mix, kind of like our families. So each person in my family needs a leaf. So I have a leaf for me, a leaf for my brother, a leaf for my mom, and a leaf for my dad. If I wanted to, I could make leaves for my aunts and uncles, for my grandma and grandpa, my step-grandma, because our families all look different, and you might need a lot more leaves. You might need only 3. It's all good. So I'm going to draw myself on a first leaf, and for the leaves, you can write your name or draw yourself or do both. And you're gonna do that for every member of your family. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and make my leaves for each member of my family before I put them on my paper. So I'm writing my name. I'm gonna draw just a little picture of myself. I don't wanna use that color. I wanna use a different color. So there's a leaf with my face and my name, and I'm just going to put that to the side as I make the other leaves. And my brother, I'm making my brother's right now. He really likes mountains, so I'm going to draw some mountains in his family tree leaf for him. Let's see, I'm gonna pick a different color now for my mom. Let's see. She has short hair. And now I gotta do my dad. My dad likes riding his bicycle, so I'm going to put a bike on his. Okay. So, now that we have all of our leaves and we have our tree, time to put the leaves on the tree. So I am going to take my glue stick and I'm going to start with the leaf, my leaf. I'm gonna go on a lower branch because I'm a little bit younger than my parents. My brother, let's see which one's Steven, is gonna go on a branch next to me because we're the same age. So on family trees, the way it usually works is that everyone who's the same age is on pretty much the same level. And then the people that are a little bit older than them are a little bit higher on the family tree. So we got me and my brother. Now I gotta put my mom and my dad on. So they're gonna go a little bit higher than me and my brother. So my mom's gonna go there. On that branch. Okay, now that my immediate family is on my paper, I think I'm gonna be done for now, but I'm gonna add some grass to the bottom of this tree because trees grow with grass and that'll make it a little bit better. And for your family tree, you can put the grown-ups that you live with or the grown-ups that you really like in your family. You can put your brothers, your sisters, whoever you decide to include. I know when my friend made this, he also made sure his dog went on his family tree, which I thought was a pretty fun addition. So that's it. This is my family tree. So we got me, my brother Steven, my mom and my dad, and like I said a couple times, it can go and branch out and be a lot bigger than this. So I would love to see the pictures of what your family tree is, because I bet it's different from my family tree. And I would love to see what it looks like. So if you do make your family tree, make sure to take a picture and use the hashtag Cayton Recess so that we can see what it looks like. And make sure to follow the Cayton Museum on Instagram, at Cayton Museum. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining. Bye.